So, my dear Gemini, the sun is in Cancer, giving the light to the moon, which is in your sign. And we're going to the right, which is to your full moon. Again, because you just had sun and new moon in your sign. And now the path is outwards again into your opposite sign, which is Sagittarius. So you're the 6th major arcana, Cancer is the 7th major arcana. When we calculate them together, we get the 13. There is a transformation, an emotional transformation going to happen when Cancer, who is ruled by the moon, but the moon is in your sign, giving you the light, right, from the sun, so that you can look deeper into what it means to connect with your inner self, with your consciousness, with the part that wants to unite constantly the duality that is a law here in this dimension, right? And so the 13, the Wheel of Fortune, keeps spinning, and we see here the heart shape when we turn it around. And that's Jupiter, which rules Sagittarius, your opposite sign. So the strength to go out again and to show yourself is now gonna become stronger and stronger. And now Cancer is helping you to go the path of love, to have an emotional success, right, in all of that. And the 3, the Empress, to create new things that are born in this dimension. And then the 4 is left of the 13. We then become a master, an emperor. And so it's already right here a very beautiful story that can be told. You, an air sign, gets here from a Cancer emotional healing sign the push to really love yourself. In your deck, Cancer's card, or the Chariot, looks like this. It's very beautiful, right? He's like with magic guiding the white and the black horse. Here, this is Aleister Crowley, Thoth Tarot. Very powerful. He sits here in a meditation and also is successful in the emotional aspect, right? That's what Cancer is all about. And so here we have a beautiful story. Now you are ruled by Mercury. And Mercury in the Tarot is the magician. So we're going to look into the magician. And as such, I have changed a little bit the way I do my reading. I simplified it. And we are also going to look into Cancer, but I use the High Priestess because she's neutral, right? Mercury, the magician, is neutral as well. And so I am picking the High Priestess as then the 2nd station to see what is actually the High Priestess wanting to tell you through the sun, through Cancer. And then we look respectively into the moon and into the sun. The yoga position for Cancer is high lounge. Remember, this is where we pull ourselves into the emotional success. And for you, of course, here, King Pigeon pose, a very important and very difficult pose. Here we reach back into the feet because your body parts are the arms, or the shoulders and the arms with the hands. And so reaching back into the feet is the subconscious, right? Is Pisces. And of course the body part for Cancer is the lungs. And here we have the lungs. When we reach the arms up, we breathe deeply and we can then feel the pranic energy filling us up and giving us a deep love, a love that has nothing to do with a relationship. And that's what here is talking already to you. You are the Knight of Swords. Is your birthday between May 10th and June 9th? Then this is your court card. So here I give the reading to the classical Gemini, because the King of Pentacles and here the Queen of Cups are interconnected as well with Gemini. It could be that your birthday is before the 10th of May. Then you have Gemini as a soul energy, but the court card is the King of Pentacles. Or you have Gemini as a soul energy and you have the Queen of Cups as a court card. You can find all the dates down below, right, and see which court card is for you more valid. Then you can look at the reading before, which is Taurus, or the reading after, which is Cancer. So here you are going as the third zodiac sign forward, and as a Gemini, you're very communicative. You love to talk, you love to interact, and you are as such connected to the third house of communication and interaction. You like to play, you like to talk, you like to entertain, and we can see your mind is very fast, right? As a knight, you are fire, but the element is air. Fire and air, it's like sometimes it can be very fast. So observe and watch what your court card is, and so as such you may want to look at the other readings as well. Back to the last reading where you had, right, Sun and New Moon in Gemini. Yes, you're finally a star in the heart of the night sky. And you see that when you have the new moon, you plant a seed. I hope you did plant a seed, because this seed is going to be growing into the new moon, into your opposite sign. And yes, you are a star in the heart of the night sky, right? And so something here is letting you know you want to be a star. Now, since the 3rd of July, Mercury is in an opposition to Pluto in Aquarius. And that's can be sometimes a little intense, right? Because Pluto is the depth, is the secrets, is the 20 in the major arcana, is the last judgment, is the calling. And of course, Aquarius is the star. And so, yes, you're finally a star in the heart of the night sky means also to observe what information is coming to you through Mercury in an opposition. And an opposition is always the opposite, right? It's kind of like a little bit of a, yeah, not always a smooth energy, but you can just simply observe and see what's happening. And then we also have Venus in Cancer in a triangle to Saturn in Pisces. So this is going to affect all of us. And as you can see, the relationship becomes a new understanding on what do I really want in a relationship, right? And so you have the 2 and the 8 of Cups, which is 10 of Cups. And the 10 of Cups is Mars in Pisces, and Mars is that action. I take action in a relationship. And so this is very beautiful, just that you know, right? Because a triangle in the astrology is that it supports each other, right? So the relationships support that the other needs to sometimes do something alone, and that you sometimes need to do that because for the evolution of your soul. And sometimes it can also mean that you letting go of a partner in the ways that we sometimes have to let go, right? Because here Saturn in Pisces, it's like the world sometimes challenges us to such a level that we have to move on so that we can learn more about ourselves. Good. So we begin the reading with the Knight of Swords, and you get the Six of Pentacles, which is connected with the constellation Moon in Taurus. And before this reading was Taurus, so maybe you have more a Taurus energy in you, right? You are a Taurus as a soul, but as a court card you are a Gemini. And so the six is always then connected very clearly with the Lovers. The six is that understanding that you have to give and take, that you have to inhale and exhale, and there is the hidden eight behind it as an energy, as an infinite exchange. When I give, I can take, and when I take, I can give. And so the 3 and the 6 makes a 9, and the 9 is the completion as such, where we find deep within us an understanding of how money works, of how we give and how we become, but maybe not from the person that gave us something. We give to someone else. And so the exchange is clear, right? There is an exchange, a financial exchange happening here. And you are understanding very clearly what this means. Then comes the Magician, Mercury, bringing you the Holy Mountain. And so something here in the Holy Mountain needs to be understood, because here you sit all alone in the meditation and you see now him as a close-up. It's very interesting, right? We see barely the person here on the Holy Mountain, but now we get a close-up, and you are, as a magician, creating now the magic through Mercury. And so all 4 elements are here, and he has the infinite 8 now here in his head, which here came as the infinite 8 of the 6 of Pentacles. The number 25, the 20 is the last judgment, which is Pluto in the tarot, right? The calling, the 20, and that's exactly Mercury in opposition to Pluto in Aquarius. Then the 5, which is Taurus, the Hierophant, the financial situation, the banks, Moon in Taurus here. And you understand now, when we calculate this together, we get the 7, and that's Cancer. Cancer is letting you know something here profoundly. It's your calling to be up in the mountain, meditating, and then plus the 1, here we get the 8. And the 8 here in your head is clear. The 8 here as an energy is clear. And so the 8 portal here as an energy is talking to you, right? But I wanted to see what brings you the Mother Peace Tarot as an explanation of the Holy Mountain. Why would you need to go to the Holy Mountain? Is the 7 of Pentacles in reverse. Now these cards are round and they give very precise explanations because they're round. And so this is connected with Saturn in Taurus. And so the 6 and the 7 of Pentacles creates then the 13 Pentacles, and the 13 is a transformation in the way you see money, but because it's reverse, something else is talking here, and I'm gonna have a look what the 7 of Pentacles reverse is wanting to tell you. And here you see a woman pregnant, right? A woman is pregnant and waiting for her baby to be born and the melons to ripen. Reverse, she's impatient or even anxious to be done with waiting. She wants whatever it is to hurry up and manifest. She may even be obsessively watching herself and her process. She needs to trust the time it takes for what she wants to happen. So go up to the mountain to meditate. That what you have here, do not sabotage it here, because then the transformation again right? The 7 and the 6 is the 13, is again the 13 that you have here now with Cancer. The 7 and the 6, it's the same. And so learn that everything takes a moment, sometimes longer, sometimes shorter, and don't be impatient and then become the emperor. Know that everything is always coming to the right time, everything is happening just the way it's supposed to be. And so the 8 and the 7 is the 15, and that 15 works here with Saturn in Taurus, because Saturn rules Capricorn, and Capricorn is the 15 major arcana, is the devil, is the attachment or the cutting off of the source of the infinite 8. And then you're coming here into this like, I want things quick, but the 15 calculated together we get a 6, right? And so the 6 comes up, and again a 6-6 portal is letting you know, be patient, be loving, be kind with yourself. Then your deck is bringing the 5 of Cups, and the 5 of Cups is Mars in Scorpio. So you see here that this is happening because you are sad. And Mars is the Tower. Mars is connected with the Emperor, which we get when the 13 comes up, the 4 appears, the Emperor. And so you learn something here, because there's a 5 here and there's a 5, right? And when we calculate here the 25, we get the 7 and the 7 portal. And of course, then the 7 and the 7 is the 14. That's Sagittarius, your opposite sign that you're walking, or that you are, or that your moon is moving towards, right? And so the 14 and the 5 is then the 19, and that's the Sun. The Sun is bringing you an information that is important, that you need to look at, and you need to look at it from a higher perspective, from here, right? Because these two are kind of sad. You, because you're impatient, come also into a sadness, and learn to overcome that. And so the 19 plus the 1 is the 20, and that's the last judgment. That's exactly what Mercury is in opposition to Pluto in Aquarius, right? You learn to understand now more and more that certain energies are really pulling on us through the planets, and that you just need to be patient, and that you need to understand this is a very loving energy, and that you want to work with this. Then we look at the High Priestess, and the High Priestess is bringing you the 10 of Pentacles. Look at that. So you have 6 and 10 is 16. That's the Tower. That's Mars. And she is streaming the consciousness. She's always between the dark and the light. She needs to bring herself always into the center of the dark and the light. That's her work. That's the High Priestess, and that's the moon, right? And so here the 10 of Pentacles, which is Mercury in Virgo, is a lot of money, plus the 6 and plus the 7. So altogether we can also calculate here 17, which is the star, which is Aquarius, and then the 6 is the 23, and the 23 is the 5, and the 5 again is Taurus, are the banks, are the institutions. The 2 and the 10 is a 12. The 12 is the Hangman. Release all control, particularly about money. Do what you love and do it good. Then I wanted to see what is coming here, and it's the Queen of Pentacles reverse. Here she does yoga, and she looks to the right. Now what's always interesting is when you have a card where people look to the right or the left, it depends, are you looking at the card or are you becoming the card? Because if I look down now, she is looking to the left. So whatever she is actively seeking in the outside, she needs to bring back also to the inside. Now, because she's reversed, something is not working, and it's this. The Seven of Pentacles, right? The understanding that Saturn in Taurus is, you know that you worked hard. It's, you know that you done the work, but somehow you pushing it. Somehow you expecting something, and you can never really expect something. So the 10 and the 10 Zodiac sign is a 10-10 portal here. And that's, of course, then again a sign that you need to observe that sometimes things are coming to an end, right? The 10 is the end, is a new one. And so, of course, if I calculate the two 10s together, I get a 20 plus the 2, a 22, and that's the Fool. That's the planet Uranus. And there we start new, we start fresh. And so come to your senses here, because it's important that you not pushing things, right? That you are not getting impatient. It's not a good energy, right? And remember, you have here 23 pentacles, right? And 23, the 5, then brings you with the 10 to the 15. Don't be impatient, don't be cut off, right, by the system or attached to a certain system. Then I want to see what is bringing the Toss Tarot, and it's the Six of Wands. And the Six of Wands is now creating a 6-6 portal here with the Six of Pentacles. And you understand that you need to take action, because this is victory, and this action is important in regards to the money. And it's connected with Jupiter in Leo. And Jupiter again is ruling Sagittarius, and so Sagittarius is your opposite sign. You can be successful, even though you have here two cards reversed, which is the Seven of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles, Capricorn. And Leo is in the next reading, right? Sun is in Leo. So there is something already talking for the next reading, that you have to just take action in your intuition, because that's what the High Priestess does. So altogether we get here the 10, the 10, the 20, the 22, which is of course the Fool, but with the 6 is the 28, and that's the 10 that's left. A new cycle. Observe, watch this new cycle, and come to terms with it, what you need to do in the 2 times 6 here and 2 times the 10 here, right? Then the Moon is bringing you a closing door, the 5. And the closing door means you need to observe what this 5 means, because you got here the 5 of Cups, and you got the 23 Pentacles, which is a 5 as well. So observe what is closing here. The 5 senses, or the self-worth, or this sadness is closing. Something is ending. Something is letting you know there's a completion. And we're going to look, of course, what is telling you that in your subconscious, right? That's what the Moon is. So here comes the 10 of Cups to the right. And now you have 15 Cups, Capricorn, attachment, maybe not letting, maybe not wanting to let go. And the 15, of course, is the Wheel of Fortune, Jupiter, and the 5, of course, then the Hierophant again. And so here the 5 and the 10 is also 15. And you understand something here, right? Because you also had the 10 of Pentacles. A lot of money and a lot of happiness are important when this is happening, are naturally in your life when you do this, right? When you do this, then it gets off, right? Then it gets off. Then it's not feeling good. And also here, right? The reverse, the career, that the career is more important than anything else, right? The human interactions are very important, and this is letting you know that because it's going to the right, but it's slightly facing down, and it's very clear what the message here is, because the 10 of Cups came right away, is saying, women give thanks for the rain, which will ensure a good harvest. Now, reverse, she's having difficulty reaching other people or connecting very deeply in herself. Something feels wrong. She may want to pray, cry for a vision, or call out for help in some way. To the right, she's trying to make sure everything goes well. So it's very interesting, right? You get a very precise explanation why this door is closing. And so understand that. What is your deck bringing? The 5 of Cups, self-worth. Look at that. There is a door, and here the door is closing. And I think you missed the closing of the door. It's very interesting because you were a little bit stuck in this sadness. The 5-5-5 portal plus the 23 pentacles. Now you have 28 pentacles, and 28 is the 10. The 10, which is here, the riches, Mercury in Virgo, the riches, and 28 pentacles. It's like there is something about money right now that is occupying you, right? But always remember the 6. The 6 is very much connected with you because you're the 6th zodiac sign. And so understand, right? Now, if I just calculate the 6 and the 5, I get an 11, and the 11 is the inner teacher, the wisdom to understand all of this. And here we calculate the 10 and the 5, which is then, of course, the 15, and the 5 is the 20, and the moon is the 18, the 9, and the 29 creates an 11. And the 11, the inner teacher, lets you know something important here to observe, to watch, and to know that the key is here. The door is not that close yet, but you get also here the key to opening the door again, as you need to get up to find your self-worth and open the door again. Even though the door is closing, you can open it again. Good, then we get through the sun, here the sun. And the sun in Cancer is letting you know here the 6 is talking directly to you. It's a 666 portal. Look at that. And 3 times 6, they always say it's the sign of the beast. It's not. It is the hexagram here between these two people. And the hexagram is a powerful symbol. And they create it negative because people were not supposed to use it, right? Or abuse it even. But those who kept it hidden were abusing it themselves, right? And so the 666 is here. And you have another 6, which was here, this 6. And 4 times the 6 is the heart. Use the heart, but also the emperor. An emperor needs the 6 to understand the empowerment in all of this. And so you have the action, you have the money, you have the sun that is supporting you. And so here I have as an explanation from the Mother Peace Tarot the 6 of Pentacles facing to the right. And now you have 5 times the 6. And 5 times the 6 is talking about what's happening here. So you have the 6 of Pentacles twice, and that means you are here now understanding more what this means. It's like a woman is getting a massage, and she's receiving the 3 triangles that point down, and she is giving the 3 triangles pointing up. And that's what the 6 is. That's what this is. One needs to receive, the other one gives, and reverse. And that's what the reverse is in the color, right? She is light and he is dark. Usually the feminine is the dark and he is the light, and so they reversed it. Very beautiful. So see that you are understanding here the 666 and again the 6, right? And you understand really that here a very important message, 5 times the 6, is now maybe making you talk about it, right? And so I wanted to see what is coming through the Thoth Tarot, and it's the 10 of Swords. The 10 of Swords is like something is ending, and it's the Sun in Gemini as a constellation, and so that's you, right? Sun in Gemini, the last reading. Yes, you're finally a star in the heart of the night sky, but also you learning now to live that stardom here in this world. And this world can be messy. This world can make you sad. This world can make you want things faster than the time needs. This world makes you cling to success, to career, right? And makes you lose yoga and the beauty of how we can live this world. This world makes you question yourself, makes you think that the door has closed, but you can always open the door. The key is here. You just need to get up. And also this, right? That the 10 of Cups came reverse, but to the right. And so observe how you interact, right? And again, remember, we have now 15 cups, and we have 7 and 10 was 17 cups. Remember, that's the Aquarius, that's the star. 17 cups. Then we had 5 cups, which is 23. Then we have 6 cups, which is 28. And again, 6 is 34. And 34 is the 7. Cancer is letting you know something. That you need to, if you want to be successful, do it with love. Do it with the highest integrity. And it's very interesting. I just saw this message that it's not love that makes us strong or brings us to the next level, which we always think, right? That the Holy Grail, the love that we give, and that love is one of the strongest emotions in us to create really a beautiful life. No, it's being authentic. It's being yourself. It's being in the giving and receiving. It's inhale and exhale. It's masculine and feminine. And so here we have the 6-6 and the 10. And so something is clear now in the way you understand the message, understand what is being experienced here. The message in what is being experienced here, up on the mountain, up as a Holy Grail. Because now when we close the reading, right, this was the first card, you understand that the 10 and the 6 is the 16, which is Mars, and certain things need to go so that new things can come. But you have 5 times the 6, and so speak about it, and you will learn the message up in the Holy Mountain. You will see that here sits the magician and creates the infinite 8. But the integrity of the 7, the integrity of being who you are, is coming through self-love, and then you can be authentic. And it's the authenticity that you learn here to live and to be as a person that knows how to give and how to take. Wow, so beautiful. Sometimes there's so many side messages that are coming in. Sometimes I have to block them because otherwise it just keeps forever the reading. Remember the 10 of Cups. But the 2 of Cups and the 8 of Cups, right, is creating the 10. And so something here is telling you something. Something is going on here with the Venus in Cancer and then the Saturn in Pisces, right? Someone has moved on, someone is leaving, and you are feeling that, right? You're feeling that in the 10 of Cups, because these women are waiting for the rain, and the rain is emotions that comes from the heaven. So I hope I see you in the next reading. The Jupiter in Leo is indicating that Leo is here, letting you know that in the next month something is very strong, pushing you forward towards your full moon. Until then, I thank you so much for being with me. Namaste.